Welcome to the place where you will be revealed the truth of your third eye. In the New Age, there's a lot of information about the third eye. And if you actually travel back into the past and learn of the ancient wisdom behind the third eye, you will understand that it is all about achieving enlightenment. And once someone opens up their third eye, this is not anything that could be dangerous to them. This only aids in their spiritual growth, which is what all souls are really here to do. So after coming from the throat chakra and receiving divine truth and being more authentic with yourself, that will open up the center of your third eye, which is located between your two eyes to form one eye. Now, this is not on the physical body. This is solely in the consciousness, immaterial body. This is your subtle body that we're talking about. Something that people need to know is that everybody has this ability within them. The elves have it very naturally. This is something that has given them their keen insight and perception. So once you open up your third eye, you are able to have a better understanding of the world around you and of the universe at large. If you do not balance the lower chakras, though, this could be an issue for you. This could be an issue because you are not coming out of the ego identity. Therefore, if you try to open your third eye and you still have the third and the second and the first chakra blocked, you're still going to be part of your own ego identity. So all your fears, your anxieties, your opinions, your thoughts who make who you are going to be brought up to the level of perception within the third eye. And the mind is an amazing thing. It really truly can produce results, whatever you're looking for, whether it be negative perceptions or positive perceptions. So when a person is full of anxiety about the world that they live in and they don't have the self-confidence or the security in who they truly are as a divine soul, they will project images that are negative into the world. And this is what causes anxiety within people who say that they open up their third eye and they see lower dimensional entities and things like that. Yes, that is because you are bringing that into your perception and your awareness. Whatever fears and anxieties that you had about the world in your lower chakras will then be exasperated and amplified in your higher ones. So all yogis and masters and Taoists and Buddhists that actually really focus on the third eye, even Sufis, what they have come to realize is that it is truly seeing the world through a unified way, getting rid of duality. So in essence, you can be somebody who does understand, yes, there are those that choose to do evil. There are entities and things like that in the universe that wish to harm humans, of course. There's always going to be that other side of goodness and creation. But when you are in your third eye, and truly has been activated through the right way of opening up the root, sacral chakra, the solar plex, the heart chakra, the throat chakra, and then the third eye opens up naturally, what will happen is you will have this vision of unification. You will see everything as united and connected together. And it will not scare you because you can look beyond the duality of evil and good. And you will understand that everything comes from the same source. It's just that some souls are not aware of it. And they are at different levels of consciousness and awareness. And this is what makes them act out in unconscious ways. Because they are pulling from their lower chakras, they are not aligned yet to their spiritual immaterial soul. So it becomes the duty of someone in indigo consciousness in order to help awaken others that are around them. And this is the duty of the indigo adults. These type of individuals who were born during this particular time, their mission is to help bust down the old systems and the old ways of doing things and bringing new perceptions and reformation. and showing a new perspective on the world and of the universe at large. Now, this does not mean that all indigo adults who are born during this time have their third eye activated already. It just means that they came during a time when their mission or purpose, dare I say destiny, was in order to help the world in some kind of way, learn a new kind of perspective and see something beyond the material world and kind of the lies and deceptions within the world. But not all souls choose to follow their path of destiny or their path of purpose. And it all depends on how much of a seeker you truly are in the world. Are you truly looking for answers? Are you looking for your higher self? Are you looking to obtain enlightenment? And this is the question that you have to ask yourself. Are you really truly ready to be someone who is able to love everyone and see the unity throughout the world? This is what it truly means to have your third eye open. It's not about seeing ghosts and seeing energy. That's a part of it, because as the material world starts to dissolve a little bit and the veil is a little bit lifted for individuals who are in their indigo consciousness, who have tapped into their higher intuition, well, really what it means is bringing the love from the heart chakra that you feel from the divine and from the cosmos and the world around you and nature all around you, and then allowing that third eye perception, that intuition, to override your other senses. You may still be able to hear and see and smell and taste. You may still be able to have those types of senses to your body. But there is another sense, that sixth sense, that is able to add to those other senses and make you more of an alert, a more perceptive person, and somebody who can have visions of a possible future and can understand very clearly of what has happened in the past. This was Galadriel's role on Middle Earth. This is why I take you into the fountain area where you can actually learn and see of all the things that happened in your life and the reasons for it that have made you who you truly are. Like I said before in other videos, there is no such things as mistakes. So truly, to understand your purpose, you need to see that when you look deep inside of your soul, you will understand that it is always for your growth and your betterment. So opening up your third eye in the proper way, as far as aligning all of their chakras and allowing that kundalini energy to rise within you, is going to allow you to have a more broader perspective of the universe at large. You will be able to see the whole picture around you. You will be able to love those of different religious faiths than you. You will be able to love those of different color. You will be able to love those of just different backgrounds, because you'll have this innate feeling that you are interconnected to them no matter what. And this is where the true word of namaste comes from. Namaste is about having that one eye, the intuition, see and recognize the divine light and spark within another. You are looking at a person through the third eye. You are not looking at them through the physical eyes. You're not looking at them and, taking notice of their hair and their outfit and what ethnicity they are. You are peering into their soul. You are peering into their heart. And you are acknowledging them as an awakened soul like you. And you know that you are from the same creator that created you both. So when your third eye is open, you have this level of perception about the world. It is a unified way that you see everything. Now, this can be very frustrating to individuals who are in this third dimensional, fourth dimensional kind of world right now that we have. When you're in that sixth dimensional shift of consciousness, my gosh, it's very frustrating because you see things very clearly and you see the unity in all things, but you know that others are not there yet. So one of the things that you need to do when you have your third eye open is be patient. Learn to use its gifts wisely, to be perceptive within your own life, to not walk into a hole unseen, but actually see the hole and choose to walk around it. And be able to have this wisdom within you that allows you to travel through the obstacles of your life before you cause your own mistakes and problems. And this will lead to higher lessons and higher soul growths. So it is for individuals that are truly ready to ascend and rise into their higher consciousness. It's not a parlor trick. Opening your third eye is not about seeing ghosts and spirits and things like that. That can happen to some individuals that are able to see the energy and the unification within the world, but it's not always the effect of the third eye. The third eye really is truly about having the love for everyone and then being able to see the interconnection and the unification to the divine. In quantum physics, it is actually called the ultimate observer. So there's been a lot of different types of studies and experiments done with the idea of light and molecules and how they move, but they only move certain ways when they're being observed. So the third eye, in essence, is you connected, your ego, your identity connected to the ultimate observer, which is God, which is the creator. So you yourself did not create the universe, but you are connected to the one who has, the consciousness that has. And in essence, you merge your consciousness into that higher consciousness, and it allows you to walk around as a sovereign soul on earth. No one can tell you what to do. You know who you truly are, you know what you are truly connected to, and you are wise enough to know how to step around issues and problems within your life. You will start to attract souls that are also at indigo consciousness because you'll be vibrating at such a higher frequency, at the second highest frequency of waves and vibrations within the color spectrum, that you can't help but match up to other people of the same frequencies and vibrations. Those who are vibrating at lower states will not quite understand you. They might call you crazy or delusional or full of fantasy, but that is because they are not yet there yet. Their eye has not been open to see what you have been able to see. So your challenge within this chakra when it opens is to be able to balance it. This area truly needs balance. I am suffering from it myself. I have an overactive third eye. I get tension headaches all the time. My sight is always overworking, and my perception and my intuition is very overworked. But that was my path that I chose. I chose to really dig deep into why of the world. Why is the world the way it is? Why is the universe the way it is? And I come from a place where this world doesn't quite match up to the vision that I have in my mind. But I have faith in humanity, and I believe that we can all get there together. And this is what it's all about. Raising your own consciousness, bringing yourself up into the third eye, into the perception of unification and love for everyone, will also raise the vibrations and consciousness of another that talks to you or you hang out with. Because consciousness is contagious. It is something that can inspire others, and it can start their own type of spiritual awakening as well. Every soul has to go through their own journey. This is correct. They all have to take that ring and walk to Mordor themselves. They all have to do that and make those choices. You can inspire others, and there are many people that have stated, when you rise yourself, we all rise. And that is because enlightened souls have realized that when they help their fellow man, because of this interconnection that they have, having their third eye open, they understand that when they move, others move with them as well. This is the way that energy works. So the world is transitioning from out of behind the veil of deceptions and lies and illusions. And people are able to find the truths within the world a lot more easily because your higher wisdom is engaged. So your senses are tuned to the truth, and your intuition is definitely tuned to the truth more. So when people watch something, or they hear about something, or they experience an event in their life or something of that sort, their intuition guides them into knowing, well, is that part of the false light? Is that part of the truth? Or is that part of the lies and the deceptions in the world? Your intuition will be your guide. So this is about you looking into your deeper part of your soul and discovering the true intuition that you have always had. People can turn off their intuition, and it's like a muscle. If you keep denying it, if you don't use it, it will go away or become very weak within the human. So it does take practice using. And there's no right or wrong way, but something that you need to know and understand, that this is a natural process that all human souls go through eventually. Either it takes many lifetimes or it takes one. It is all up to you, and it is about how much you are truly seeking enlightenment. But once you work through all of those lower chakras, and all of that energy is unblocked through all of the different paths in your body, and in your subtle body, in your consciousness, meaning working through certain parts of your ego identity that need work. Once you allow that to be let go and detach from that, and then enter into the heart chakra, and then enter into the throat chakra, and enter into the third eye, this is a natural process of the movement of the true divine spirit and energy within you. The entire universe is based on the order of progression. So this is how human souls work as well as other types of souls. And elves have this innate ability within them. They are in touch and in tune with the third eye. And this allows them to have the higher perceptions about their reality. This area, once you open your third eye, it may take a little bit of time to go through the process and the filtration of what it is that you're actually perceiving about the world. Because old beliefs and ideas are going to fall away. So it may take some time to work on this area and to reflect within inside of it. So gaze deep into the pool of your wisdom, the fountain of your wisdom, and allow yourself to just take some time and relish the moment that you have discovered this. You have discovered this higher perception of reality. Allow yourself to take that time. Do not be so quick to try to open up the crown chakra after this. The crown chakra will naturally burst open once you fully understand the third eye and why it has opened up within you. This will allow you your chance to truly know who you truly are and get in touch with your divine nature inside. I wish the very best for all individuals, and I hope that everyone will open up their third eye in order to really have a new perspective on the world and in the universe. Once your consciousness is linked to the divine and you have these higher perceptions, and if everybody did have these higher perceptions, then we would have more peace in the world. And this is how the elves live together, having full wisdom of their actions and knowing fully what they do and the consequences of their actions. Use your intuitive power wisely. Know that it is a great responsibility once you obtain it, but there is no danger in using the intuition. There is only danger if you have not worked on the lower chakras yet, and if they have some kind of blockages, And if you haven't entered into the unity perception of everything, if you are still seeing duality and you're still stuck inside of the storyline, it might be harder for you to see past demons and angels. You can believe in those. You can believe in the idea of good and evil. And that helps a soul grow and know the difference between the two. Then your perception has to go beyond that so you don't have anxiety attached to that knowledge. I guess it comes with confidence in knowing that everything is okay in the end. Everything works out exactly the way it should be. If you are interested in taking a journey with me to actually learn how to open up the third eye chakra, then please go to the description link and I will take you into the Elven Land where you will be able to get in touch with that higher wisdom and that intuition within you. Han and Lei for watching, and I will see you on the next video.